So in the previous video we saw about idioms and some examples of idioms and their meanings, and also some practice questions. So in this video we will be seeing about phrases, some examples and meanings of phrases, and some exercise questions for you all to practice. So first, there are a list of idioms. Just want to say another thing is some idioms will also work as phrases. It's like certain idioms we can use that as an idiom, we can also use that as a phrase, alright. So first one, a chip on your shoulder. So this we saw as an idiom as well, it can also be used as a phrase. So being angry about something that happened in the past or holding the grudge. So which is something happened in the past and you are holding a grudge towards it, which is called as a chip on your shoulder. Next, a dime a dozen. When something is extremely common and or simple to acquire. A dime a dozen is something which is very easy to acquire, which you find it easy and you know for sure that you give it a shot, you will definitely win it. So that is how, that is a situation wherein you will use a dime a dozen. Alright, next fool and his money are soon parted. Someone acting foolish with their money can easily lose it due to carelessness. So a fool and a money are easily parted means like when you give your money, or when a fool has a lot of money, he will not know to multiply it, but he will keep losing it. So that is how, that is what this phrase exactly means. Next, a piece of cake. A task that is simple to complete, something that is easy to do, similar to the common phrase as easy as pie. This can also be a idiom. So this this is an idiom as well. So as I told you, idioms can also function as phrases. A piece of cake means that it is simple, it's an easy task. Okay. So clearing aisles is a piece of cake for Rahul. So it's very simple. Next, an arm and a leg. Something that's very expensive and an idiom meaning the price having to be paid is costly. So the iPhone XR costs an arm and a leg, means that it's so damn expensive that at least you'll have to give an arm and a leg for buying that, alright. So something like that. Next, go back to square one, means that you have started something, you had a particular progression and that progress was stopped and you are moving back from the first thing. So you were in the initial position, you moved, you progressed to a point. That point you stopped, again you backed and you come back to that same initial position. That is called as back to square one. Barking up the wrong tree means to make a wrong assumption about something or someone. So barking up a wrong tree means you know something, but what you know is not actually right. Okay, so you know a particular incident, maybe a person has betrayed you. So it feels like that person has betrayed you, but actually no. The actions of another person seems like this particular person has betrayed you. So maybe my friend is very loyal to me, but our mutual friend is someone who's got in between and acted like my friend is betraying me. Okay, so I could say, hey, somebody who knows that could say, okay, maybe I'm barking up a wrong tree. I have to find the actual solution to it, or the actual person who is dealing with this. Okay. Next, beating around the bush. This means a person is talking about something, but they are avoiding the main point. So this is also an idiom. So beating around the bush is also an idiom, which is also used as a phrase, meaning that the person wants to tell something but is not to the point and he's like telling or making excuses or giving other answers without straightforward answer. Next, between a rock and a hard place means being faced with two difficult choices. Popular saying used to describe a dilemma. So you have a situation and you think this situation is also good or this solution is also good. So you are in between, not knowing which one is good for you. So in that kind of situations we can use the phrase between a rock and a hard place. Next, burst your bubble. To ruin someone's happiness moment or mood. So it's to ruin a person's happy mood or moment, usually by telling them disappointing news or information. So it's something like there's a lot of happy things happening around, but you're the only person who knows that there's something that you know, maybe an information. For example, a death of a person, or maybe this business, they are thinking that they have won the client, but wherein they have actually not, and there is another problem to it. So, in those kind of scenarios you can use burst your bubble. Next, close but no cigar, coming close to a successful outcome only to fall short at the end. So, means that close but no cigar, you have a successful outcome and you are coming towards it, but at the end you do not get it. That is called as coming close to a cigar. Next, cry over spilled milk. One shouldn't worry over things that have already happened and that cannot be changed. So, your milk is already spilt down and you cannot do anything about it unless you have to do is just wipe it off, which is not going to do any good for you because you cannot drink it. So, why to cry over it? So, in those situations you can tell, hey, why to cry over the spilt milk? Let's see what we can do after this. Next, cup of joe. A cup of joe is an American nickname for a cup of coffee. So, that is also a phrase. So, usually instead of telling here, in India when you use go cup of joe, they would not understand. Maybe you are talking to a person who actually knows what it is. You can use, okay, a cup of joe means a cup of coffee, which is a phrase. Next, curiosity killed the cat. So, it is an idiom meaning mind your own business, as too much poking and prodding could lead to harm. So, when you are too much into a situation and you are all ears and all eyes into it, that might cause you harm. So, do not poke yourself or do not poke your nose too much in that particular situation. That is how you, that is when you use this phrase, curiosity killed the cat. Next, cut to the chase. To get to the point, leaving out all the unnecessary details, similar to popular sayings such as beating around the bush. So, it means that like do not tell all unnecessary things, just tell me, just be to the point. I have no clue. I have no clue means I do not have any idea about it. So, when someone asking you something that you do not know, you say I don't have any clue about it. That is a phrase. I haven't slept a wink. I haven't slept a wink means you have not slept for a second. Wink is a second and you have not slept for a second, and which is a phrase. Next, I am stumped. I am stumped means bewildered and do not know the answer of a question. So, it is a meaning wherein you are stuck and you do not know to find a solution to it. That is called as I am stumped. Next, I am a nutshell. To summarize something up. Example, in a nutshell, this website is about phrases. So, in a nutshell means together, in a to summarize all together, this is what it means. Next, in for a penny, in for a pound. This phrase means that if a person has started doing something, instead of stopping, they might as well see the whole thing through to its end. So, that if a person has started doing something, instead of, so in for a penny, in for a pound means, so a person wants to stop it, but he has not stopped it, but he is continuing it, and we know that it does not end well. So, that is the time we use in for a penny, in for a pound. So, now we will see the practice questions, alright. So, how you will get questions for phrases and how can you answer. To talk one's head off means like to talk too much, okay, that is what it means. So, here we have to shout loudly, to talk in whispers, to talk to oneself, and to talk excessively means to talk excessively, like too much. So, this is the answer. Next. So, next question, to play fast and loose. So, this means something which is not ethical and you are trying to find a loophole to win. So, that is called as play fast and loose. So, here it is to trust others, to be undependable, to cheat people, to hurt somebody's feelings, to be quick. So, to find a loophole means like to actually find what is wrong and to do the wrong thing without any ethic, right. So, it should be to cheat people. Next, to talk through one's hat. To talk through one's hat is to talk nonsense, like you are not talking that well, or maybe your talk does not make any sense. So, that is when we use to talk through one's hat. Next, to snap one's fingers. So, that is to accept immediately. Snapping fingers is like matter of a second, right. So, so he took the deal at a snap at a snap of the fingers. So, he took the deal in the snap of the fingers means he took it immediately. So, this is the answer. Next, to spill the beans. To spill the beans is to come out of something, right. So, here to misbehave, to great obstructions, to keep secrets, to reveal secret information. Spill the beans actually means to spill out something. So, probably it should be, or the closer meaning to it, to reveal secret information. So, he spilled the beans about the wedding plan. Next, to save one's face. To save one's face, more or less it's like protect, but here it is like to help someone from disgrace. So, a person has done something wrong which because of what he is going to be disgraced. So, you can tell like I have saved your face from this. So, means that I have helped you from in this situation without letting you go or letting you in a disgrace situation. So, to hide oneself, to oppose, to evade disgrace, to protect. So, here it is to evade disgrace. So, to help from disgrace. Next, to throw dust in one's eyes, to cheat someone, to make blind, to harm someone, to mislead. So, to throw dust in one's eyes is to like you do that something to cheat a person, right, or to mislead that person. So, in this case it can be to cheat a person, to cheat someone, or to mislead. So, here how you will have to find out. So, here it is just like to throw dust in one's eyes, but when you get along with the sentence, that time you will be able to understand exactly which word or which meaning you could use. It could be cheat someone or to mislead. Okay. Next, to get into hot waters. To get into hot waters means to get into trouble. So, you have a very bad situation and a troubled situation. So, to get into hot waters is somewhere you are getting into that situation wherein you are going to be in trouble. So, to be impatient, to get into trouble, to suffer financially, to be in confused. So, to get into trouble. Next, to be rolling in money. Rolling in money means like being very rich, you know, like you have so much of money that you keep like spending and buying and then giving and all that. That's called as rolling in money. So, it is very rich. So, next is to be lost in the cloud. So, to be lost in the cloud is like you are in a situation, but you don't really feel so good about being in that situation. So, here we have to be perplexed, to daydream, to meet with one's death, to find oneself in a very uncomfortable position. So, which means that you are not in a very comfortable position and you are like you don't want to get out of it, something like that. So, the answer here is to find oneself in a very uncomfortable position. Okay, so yeah. This is about the phrases and the exercise questions. These are not just a few, these are just a few, but you will have to work on more, like find out more phrases and meanings and try to solve and try to answer the exercises that they have given in the internet, alright. So yeah, this is about the video. Thank you so much.